Most men move through life blind to the signals around them. They think attraction is a mystery, that connection is luck. But it's not luck, it's pattern recognition. And once you train your eyes and ears to see those patterns, you'll never go back. You'll notice the quick flicker of attention, the way her voice softens when she says your name, the shift in her stance when you enter the room. You'll also notice when those signals are absent. And that's just as powerful, because a man who sees clearly stops. Wasting time chasing ghosts, he doesn't rely on guesswork. He moves with certainty. Certainty is magnetic. IT draws people in before they can explain why. The man who reads the room quietly commands it. Not because he's louder, but because he's present. He observes first, acts second. That's the Stoic way. Calm, deliberate, never pulled off center. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." Most men suffer in dating because they misread or imagine signals that aren't there. You won't be that man that you'll read them for what they are: clear interest, clear connection. And you'll move only when a moment is right. That no chasing, no forcing, just clarity. And here's the paradox. The more you see, the less you have to chase. Your awareness itself becomes a signal. The right people feel it. They lean in. They open doors. They invite you closer. Your mission this week is simple. Observe, record, refine. Don't overreact to every smile or glance. Let the pattern speak. And when the right signal comes, you won't hesitate. You'll move. Because that's what a grounded man does. He doesn't beg for sparks. He tends a steady flame. And the steady flame doesn't just warm you for a night. It lights the rest of your life. And understand this. The steady flame doesn't flicker for every gust of wind. IT doesn't rush when others rush or break. When others break, IT burns with the same heat regardless of who notices. That's the energy people respect. Because most men are frantic. Their attention jumps from one face to the next, always scanning, always searching. And that desperation leaks out in every word, every glance, every move. But when you trained yourself to read the room, to pick up the subtle cues without forcing anything, you don't leak desperation. You radiate control. You choose instead of hoping to be chosen. And when you choose from abundance, not scarcity. Because you've already filtered out the noise. You know who's truly engaged with you and who's just passing time. That you're no longer a man chasing approval. You're a man creating moments. And here's where the shift happens. Once you live this way, people start competing for your attention. You'll see it in their eyes. The way they hold your gaze a fraction longer. The way they circle back into your space without thinking. That's not magic. It's gravity. You become a fixed point in a chaotic room. And the truth is, most people crave stability more than they crave excitement. Being a steady flame makes you both rare and unforgettable. Carry yourself like the man who already sees everything. Walk into every room knowing you don't need to prove a thing. The signals will come. They always do. And when they do, you'll be ready. Not because you're chasing them, but because you've been here the whole time, steady, unshaken, waiting for the right moment to move. And the beauty of this is that the right moment never feels rushed. When it comes, you're already in position. That you're not scrambling for the perfect line or wondering if you should act. You simply do. Because action born from clarity is smooth, it's confident without being arrogant, it's decisive without being reckless. That's the sweet spot where trust is built instantly. People sense when a man moves with intention rather than impulse. And when you operate from that place, you stop fighting for attention. You command it. Not by raising your voice, not by showing off, but by being anchored in who you are. The anchored man is rare. He doesn't break formation for every distraction. He doesn't get pulled into games. He doesn't beg for validation because he knows validation follows value. And value comes from mastery. Mastery over yourself, your attention, your presence. So train that presence like a weapon. Walk into the room as the observer, not the performer. Listen more than you speak. See more than you show. And when the signals align, let your movement be the exclamation point on the sentence you've been writing with your silence, because that's what separates men who are remembered from men who are forgotten. One moves with noise, the other moves with meaning. Upbeat in a ladder. The world notices. And here's the truth. Once you've mastered this, life feels different if you're no longer running after moments. You're pulling them toward you. Every interaction becomes a test you've already studied for. You can walk into a crowded room and feel the current, the invisible threads pulling certain people toward you without a word. You understand timing like a hunter understands the wind, and that's why you win. not by force, but by inevitability. The man who knows the signals controls the pace. The man who controls the pace controls the outcome, and the outcome is never luck. It's a natural result of discipline, perception, and presence. So don't just train your body. Train your awareness. Don't just polish your words. Polish your silence. And remember, in a world full of men desperate to be seen, the one who truly sees will always stand above the rest. Because seeing is power, and power doesn't chase, it attracts. And when you become the flame, the world can't help but notice.